Good afternoon. My name is Catherine from Impact Public Affairs. Welcome to the CADA webinar on the Auto Career Start program. So I'm going to be your facilitator for the next 60 minutes. I am here with Conrad Réaume from CADA. He is the IT director. And I also have Astrid Moget, who is the marketing specialist for CADA. So we will be taking questions throughout. You have the ability through the webinar to type in your questions. We will read them as they come in, and we're happy to answer them as we go as much as possible. We'll also save a 5 minutes or so period at the end to take the questions we didn't have a chance to get to. So before we get started with our explanation, we're going to have you view one of our short teaser videos on the Auto Career Start program that we recently created. They're available in both French and English and on the Auto Career Start platform. There you go.
You can come into this business and there's opportunity to get your foot in the door, there's opportunity for growth, and the sky's the limit. What I love most about this business is the people. It's the people that I get to meet, it's the people that I get to learn from. It's a fun business. It's a tough business, but boy oh boy, it's fun and it can be really, really rewarding. We are in the people business and we're looking for people that want to be around people and have a very dynamic job where everything is different every single day that they come to work.
All right, thanks for taking the time to look at that video. That is one of the many marketing pieces that we've created that you can use in the next couple weeks and the next months. Before we get started, I'll go quickly, or Astrid's going to go quickly through the agenda for the next 60 minutes.
Okay, so thank you, Catherine. To give you a first idea about the agenda of this webinar, we would like to start by the goal of this webinar, and why we decide to create this program, what is the goal of this program, and how we would like to promote together this new Auto Career Start program. The second thing will be about the marketing overview, and the third thing will be about the technical overview, so it will be Conrad for that, and we will share at the end the dealer marketing kit and how we can help you to provide this new program together.
So what's the purpose of this 60-minute webinar? Well, we're going to talk to you about the program itself and what we've done, but really the key messages, the real purpose is that we want you to leave this understanding how to post jobs and use the Auto Career Start and Cars and Jobs platform. And we want you to go and post jobs at your earliest convenience, because we are launching this platform publicly during the first week of June. And it's really important that we have some great content in the form of jobs from all over Canada, different types of jobs that are on that platform for the launch. So the big key message is we need you to post jobs. So what's the Auto Career Start program? Basically, it is a national marketing program which has the objective of attracting skilled talent to all the wonderful careers that exist in new car and truck dealerships across Canada. Now, you know that there's a lot of worthwhile, interesting, diverse, meaningful careers at your dealerships. But data tells us that a lot of Canadians are not aware of all the opportunities that exist currently in our thriving auto sector. So the main purpose of this program is to make this message known to all Canadians, but in particular certain target groups. Now, the groups that we will target are millennials, and we define those by those who are aged 37 to 24 at the moment, women, new Canadians, and veterans. So why are we doing this program? Well, CADA traveled and listened to dealers across Canada and heard the same story, that you would like some assistance in recruiting new, fresh, diverse talent to occupy the positions that you have available at your dealerships. And that is complemented by the survey data that we have obtained. If you could just go to the next slide. Thank you. So we worked with Abacus Data. They are a national polling firm in January, and asked the question to a group of millennials from all over Canada. And we asked them, well, have you ever considered working at an auto dealership? And it was a little, the picture that was painted is that the positive way to see it is that there's a lot of opportunities to grow, right? Because at the moment, it seems that these opportunities are not well known, because almost 3/4 of those surveyed said they had actually never considered working at a dealership and didn't even expect that they would. So we need to change this. This is our marketing challenge. This is the data we're working with, and this is why we have the Auto Career Start program. So in the last couple of months, we've been working to put together a whole bunch of marketing activities, products to get this going for the launch. So we've started social media platforms. We've been working on fine-tuning the actual platform itself. We have been building marketing collateral in the form of booths and ads. And we're also entering into partnerships, which I'll go in more detail later, with strategic organizations. So for instance, Skills Canada is an organization that promotes skilled trades and technology jobs. They have a major national event. And so we are one of their sponsors, and we'll be engaging with their primary audiences. So to give you an idea of the timeline that we're working with, the site started being used in a testing capacity at the beginning of the year. So from January to now, we have asked a select group of dealerships to just try the site, post jobs, see if they can kind of break the site and make it ready. So when we launch publicly, we've kind of encountered all those technical glitches before. And as a result, we've updated the site, we've made changes here and there, and we continue to do that. Starting June 1st, we will be launching publicly, and we will also be launching a free trial period for all dealers who are members of CADA. And that means you get 5 free credits for each rooftop. After this 3-month period, it will be $25 a job posting, which is very competitive still. So I'm going to now turn over to Conrad, who will walk us through the technical aspects of the site.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Just a quick, if you're off of the webpage here, this is the Auto Career Start homepage. So this is where you will, this is where job seekers will ultimately come to hopefully find a job, and also find some information about the auto industry. But before we get into it, I'll just show you a quick FAQ section about how to connect to, it has all kinds of questions about how to connect to carsandjobs.com and how to post a job and get your username and password, anything you might encounter. It has my name mainly, so if you go to this page, just check out the link that's up top here, and you can click on this and email me or my colleague Monique directly if you have any trouble that's not addressed on the page here. So feel free to email us with any questions. We'll be happy to help you as soon as we can. So let's get to getting into the site here. So here we're going to select a province. We'll select Manitoba to start with. So you can see here, this is the Manitoba homepage for Auto Career Start. So this is where job seekers will come and find information, about the Manitoba job industry, education in Manitoba, the job board, which is going to be my focus today, and career fairs that might be around Manitoba. You can scroll down on this page as well. Here, if you have trouble seeing the video or hearing the video that we played earlier, it's right here. And also, there are some other videos that you should check out when you have some time. So just go check those out.
And those videos, we encourage you to use those links and incorporate them in your material. So if you have a dealer Twitter account, for example, why not post a message that's particular to your dealership and the postings that you're offering, but link it, have this video link to give a little bit more background to your audience.
Correct, yeah.
Exactly.
And
And they can download also in the CADA
exactly.
website.
Yes, yeah, they're YouTube links, so you can embed them very easily in social media. So good to go on that front.
So I'm getting a few questions that would make sense to cover.
Sure.
So what do you mean by five free credits?
Okay, so the 5 free credits, the way the credit system works now, whenever you, let me step back, you have to be a member of CADA in order to get the job credits. So
Province Association.
yeah, through your provincial association, when you're a member of your provincial association, you automatically become a member of CADA. We would then link all of the dealerships that are related to you, and you would log in to the Cars and Jobs site, which I'll show you in a minute. And when you log in, all of those dealerships that we linked to you in the CADA database will then load into the Cars and Jobs site, where you can then post jobs, and the 5 free credits will load for each dealership as well. You'll see them, and I'll show you where to see how many credits your dealership has, and
One credit means
go from there. Yeah.
Yes,
One credit is
means
one job.
Exactly.
Correct. Yeah, one credit, one job will be
One job.
posted for 30 days. So after those 30 days, you'd have to spend another credit to keep the job up if it hasn't been filled, or you can take it down before the 30 days if it gets filled quickly. So another question?
Just another one. For those dealerships that have an HR person or department, separate login credentials limiting the CADA website access is needed. What will this be set up before the June launch?
Yes. So, for instance, if a person if you're in a group, I'm assuming, and you have a person, like an HR person that's responsible for only a couple of dealerships in your group, we would set that person up only with access to those couple of dealerships, or whatever the dealer principal or authorized person at the dealership lets us know how to set up. So we can totally do that.
They just need to contact you through the FAQ
exactly,
page.
yeah. Find my email on that FAQ page. It's conrad@cada.ca. Pretty simple. And email me and we'll get you all set up.
And just to clarify also, 5 credits per rooftop. So if you have 5 dealerships in your dealer group, that means you have 5 times 5, you have 25 credits
Correct.
to use.
Correct.
Yeah, thank
Good.
you.
Yeah, good questions, everyone. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into it. The job board is here, so we're going to click on that. It's going to bring us to the Cars and Jobs homepage here, and you'll notice that we stayed in Manitoba, which was the province we had selected on the previous page. So on this page, you can scroll down, and we can see here some of the Manitoba dealers have already been busy posting a bunch of jobs here. So this is what it'll look like. There's the next page. There's also a service where if there were no jobs in that particular province that you're in, the system will find some jobs that are from neighboring provinces a little bit further away. As you can see here, we're showing some from Ontario down in this Manitoba feed. So trying to display as many jobs as we can and help get that exposure out there for you. So we'll scroll back up to the top, and we're going to click on login. And I have a test account here that I just have to type in and log in, and we'll show you how to post a job. Oh, does that happen again? No, that's not it. Where's the ad on this keyboard? Apologies, everyone.
And while you're typing that in, I just wanted to add that we did get a question earlier that was excellent earlier from our French webinar. And somebody had mentioned that they have specific needs for in their region for certain HR for certain roles, and these are things that are really important for us to know from a marketing standpoint, because as we develop our marketing products and activities, we want them to be responsive to the need that you have. So currently we're basing it on, as I mentioned, CADA having traveled the country and asked dealerships, also on the Abacus data and on other research that we're doing. But we're also doing a survey that asks these exact questions. And we have sent out that survey, I believe, 2 weeks ago, but it's still open. And this survey asks, what are your HR needs? How many people do you think that you're going to be hiring? What kind of jobs you're going to be hiring? And also an open-ended question. So very, very important. If you have not taken this survey, please do so, because we will use that information. I'm going to provide that link to that survey to you in the question and answer portal right now, and we're also going to be emailing to you. Thank you.
Great. Okay, so we got the password and login name issue ironed out here. So we click on dealer login. You can also see that job seekers would come in here. They have to create a job seeker account in order to upload resumes and apply for these jobs. But today we're interested in posting jobs. So we're going to click on dealer login and connect to your dashboard, so you can see it has basic functionality, some buttons down here and under these two sections. You can also see up here that there's a drop-down menu. If you have more than one dealership, you can change which dealership you're seeing information about on this dashboard. So here, you can see for this dealership in New Brunswick, they have 0 credits and 0 jobs posted. So we're just going to switch back to the one we've set up for our test today. This is a dealership in Quebec, and they have 11 credits and 0 active jobs posted here. So, there are other buttons here. You can view your profile, your company details, all that stuff. If any of this information is not correct, we encourage you to contact your provincial association and update those address informations or phone numbers, that kind of thing. And then in turn, that will get updated at CADA. Or you can copy us both at the same time, whatever is easier for you. So let's get to posting a job. Click on post a job button here. So this is where, this is the page where you're going to fill in all the information here. So we'll just go through this slowly. You can also here change the name of your dealership or which dealership you want to post this particular job for. We're going to keep Quebec because we know that we have credits for this one. The other one, the New Brunswick dealership, did not. You can make the dealership name confidential here by checking this box if you don't want the name out there. Let's give this a job title. I'll just use this one here. Salary is optional. Again, these are just general accounting or general dealership positions. If anything is missing from here, please let us know. We can update these lists as well and add to it if something is missing. So not a problem there. We're just going to go through this quickly. You can make the address location confidential as well. So for whatever reason, you may not want to publish that. So you can check that box as well and not publish it. Here's the job description. You can copy and paste text into here from most word processing programs, or you can type directly into it. So we'll just type a little bit of text here quickly and show you that we can use the editing tools here. So you can make a heading bold, you can make a numbered list, you can make bullet points. It's all standard editing tools from that you'd be used to using in Word or something like that. Here is where you'll set up the notifications that you want to receive for this job. So you can get an instant email every time someone applies to the job. You can get an email once a day that has like a digest of all of the people that have applied to that job that day, or you can choose to not email because your inboxes are probably full enough. You may want to just come in and log on and check this and not clutter your inbox with email. Here you can also choose to post this job on Indeed or boost it, if you will. For the time being, for a promotional period that hasn't been determined yet, CADA is picking up the tab to boost jobs to Indeed. So feel free to use it, get those jobs up there. We're doing that in partnership with Indeed, and it's going to help with the marketing efforts to get the word out there that this service exists. Yes, more visibility. Thank you. Yes. A little bit more below. So we're not going to post the job on Indeed since this is a test job. We don't want to pay to post a test job. Here we can give the job seekers additional ways to apply for the job. If you still use a fax machine, great. You can put that in here and receive fax resumes. You can send it directly to someone else's email if you want, different from the email above. That's the default email. Apply by phone or apply by website if you have a company website that you want them to apply on, or by mail as well. Totally up to you. So that's about it. There's not much else. We tried to make it as simple as possible to get this stuff up here, so you can either cancel it, you can preview the job in a preview mode, you can save it and use it for later, or you can publish it. We're going to go right ahead and publish. When you hit publish, the system just double checks and makes sure you want to use a credit, and explains to you how the credit works. It's good for 30 days. After the 30 days, if you want to repost this job or modify it, you have to use a new credit. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to hit OK, and that'll bring us to your list of jobs. So we can see here we've created a few test jobs, but you'll notice the one that we just created, IT director, is the only one that's active. So this little checkbox here tells us that it's active. You can deactivate this job, so if it ever gets filled, this is where you would come, and this is by clicking on the View My Jobs button here in your dashboard. This brings you to your job list. You can deactivate it and just basically take that job off the market because it's been filled. You can also use the repost feature. Here's the directions to repost the job, so you can, you don't have to reinvent your job description every time. You can use the ones that are here and just reuse them basically. So that's about all from my end. Please let me know if you need any help connecting to the system at all. That's what I'm here for. So thanks everyone.
Great, and also we, in addition to pushing it out on Indeed, which helps a lot, we're also pushing it out via social media channels of the Auto Career Start program, and also from CADA's social media platforms.
Good. Okay, get us back on the presentation. Here we go.
So because we would like to help you to promote this Auto Career Start program, we create for you some different tools. The goal of these tools is to use it so simple and easy to use. We would like to help you to promote the Auto Career Start program and to give you more opportunity to speak and to create an highlight of what you're looking for exactly. We also would like to help you to target and reach young people, and it's why we provide and we start by the social media shareable. Social media shareable is an easy way to promote this program. You have different visuals. So the first two visuals is more about key number of the automotive market, and the second other picture is more about the human side. I mean, it's a testimony of people who work in the market, automotive markets. We also provide you a printable postcard because it's another way to create an highlight of this program and to help you in your process of hiring. So you will find a printable postcard, so you can print by yourself, or print by a professional. And finally, you will also find in the CADA website the free video we shared just before the first overview, the first video. So you can download this video, and you can also add a web banner in your website. So you can find all this tool in the CADA website. You have to click on Auto Career Start and after marketing, and you will have all the marketing kits. You can download visual, video, and also the web banner, and you will find also a social media guide to help you to create some new sentence with the visual.
Yeah, and just to add to that, the marketing kit. So all of those products are in the marketing kit. They will be ready before June 1st. We're just finalizing them now. You can use them as you wish. They are completely free. You can also tailor them. So we're providing the files that you can take and print in your office, or also if you want to print out 2,000 postcards and add your dealership logo, branding, you are welcome to do that. And you're welcome to contact us, and that information, it will be on the portal, so that we can help you add that element or resize it for whatever you would need. So there is a process for that, and we invite you to do that. So, yeah.
Next, yep.
Yep. The launch week. So the launch week is June 1st to June 7th. We are inviting you, encouraging you to take part, because for us to have a successful launch, we really need cross-country engagement. We want, when the public goes and visits the site, there needs to be jobs posted for them to be able to come back later and say, hey, that was a really worthwhile visit, and I'm going to go back there to see what kind of jobs are posted in a couple of weeks. So we will be doing a lot of marketing activities that day in the form of social media, advertising, public relations. We are taking part and we're involved in 2 important events. One including the Georgian College Auto Show during the first couple days of June in Barrie. We're also partnering with the Skills Canada National Competition that is put on by Skills Compétences Canada. For those of you who don't know, they are a national organization that promotes skilled trades and technology careers to young people. So they are really, by partnering with them, we're really hitting an important target group. Now, of course, we're not just targeting millennials, but through this partnership, that is the focus. So the best and brightest who are studying, who are training in those fields are at this event, and so are other strategic partners, other organizations that work in this space. So it's a real worthwhile investment for us to be involved in that this year. So just to go back to the main key messages, the reason we're doing this webinar is to make you aware of the importance of your engagement. We need you to post jobs. It's really, really important for this program to be successful. And the more jobs you post, more interest people will have in coming back, which means you get more viewers to come and see your future jobs, right? So it makes sense for all of us to invest time in working on building the content of this site across Canada.
And just to let you know, so this webinar is recorded, so you will find also with the marketing kit this video, so you can watch again and again and see the step-by-step if you are not sure how you can post the job.
Good. Any questions from anyone? Are there any questions coming in?
I have some questions coming in. Yeah. So someone asked, can we post jobs today?
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. Please do.
Please do.
Use your CADA login and password. If you don't have that, go to the CADA website, and there's instructions there when you click the sign in button at the top. If you forget it, there's a forgot password button or a forgot username button. Click on those, and the system will automatically send you a new email, an email where you can create a new password to get into the Cars and Jobs as well. Both of the websites are linked, so that's why it's the same single sign-on type of username and password system.
Another question is, someone noticed that we were on the Manitoba page where we had some jobs posted, but they're saying that there are some other locations where there are less jobs and some provinces don't have any jobs. So exactly, we need people, we need dealers in all of the provinces to post jobs. There is an expiry, right? So a job is posted for 30 days. So you know, there have been jobs in different locations that have expired, and perhaps the dealer didn't go back and repost, or maybe they got filled, right? Mm-hmm. So this is why we're having this webinar today, is because we don't want provinces to have 0 jobs or just a few jobs, right? So I think the person's question was, are you going to promote yourself in that province? And the answer is, well, we are trying to get jobs in all provinces. So yes.
We need your engagement. It's just project. If we would like to succeed, it will be together.
Exactly. And if you have more specific questions about your region, feel free to contact us. If it's more technical, contact Conrad. If it's more of a program question, Astrid is the lead on that.
And Antonella will be with me if you have any question.
And also, I got the question, if we post something now, will it be visible before the June 1st launch? And yes, so the site, although it's not publicly launched, it is live. So the site does work. The link is not a secret. People are aware of it. It's just that we're choosing that week to make a big splash out of it, to attract media to it, to and also because there were these two really meaningful events during that week. So by all means, your post will still get lots of visibility if you post it now. I mean, if you have a need for a job now, you shouldn't wait 2 weeks to post it, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
So
the Indeed
the Indeed's
boosting
being pushed
will,
into Indeed,
it
so
will
it's like
also
you're
push it
posting
out there.
on, yeah.
It's exactly like you're posting on Indeed, but
Yeah.
at a much reduced rate from the Indeed rates. Quick note on the Indeed boosting, I forgot to mention earlier, it takes between 4 and 6 hours for your job to get from Cars and Jobs for the Indeed site to update it. So you got to be a little bit patient there. It's not instantaneous, cross sharing, but it will get there definitely. And then when the people from the job seekers that are on Indeed try to apply, they're brought back to the Cars and Jobs site. So they'll see to create an account here, and then
the description of the position, of course.
Exactly. Yep. And then everything will be logged in your portal for that job. So you'll see how many people have applied to the job. You'll see the email notifications for those, and just get in here and see which candidate might fit the best.
So just to go over that again, the Indeed portion is covered at the moment.
Correct. Yes.
So
Exactly.
you have 5 free credits. That means 5 job postings. You have the option. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you have the option of pushing out onto Indeed.
Correct.
And that you're not paying extra for that.
Correct. Yep. That's part of the strategy, like the marketing strategy to get everything out there, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay. I think
Do you have more questions?
we're
I
pretty
did.
good.
I did
Any more?
send the
Yeah.
link to the survey about your HR projections in the question and answer online portal. So please visit it, and we'll be sure to send it again after. You will also be asked a short questionnaire after the webinar on how useful you thought this webinar is. There are lots of pieces to this Auto Career Start program. And we want to make sure that you're aware of the ones that are relevant to you. So we'll be sure to keep communicating. We realize that people like to be communicated with in different ways. Webinar is one of them. But also make sure to check Newsline. Make sure to follow the Twitter feed also to know if there's any news that we'll share quickly. And we will be happy to host some future webinars on more specific topics, for instance, social media engagement and Auto Career Start in the future.
great. All right. Thanks for attending, everyone.
You know, I'm getting a few extra questions, so
Few more questions, sure. Let's do them.
Okay. Everything will be bilingual, right? Very good question. So we actually had a webinar this morning in French, and we will be posting the link to that webinar so you can watch that, or for anybody who wants to see the information.
Correct.
And yes, the site is bilingual.
Yep.
Now you'll notice that the provinces, you have to, once you get to the home page of the Auto Career Start, do you want to maybe show
I can go back. Yeah.
You have on the French page at the moment, there is only an option to go to the Quebec page, because that's the only page that's in French at the moment. Now we're working to make sure that it's available in other provinces too. If you go to the English site, then you have options for the other provinces. So if you go to, you can show the French site.
This
But
goes
yes,
right into
it's
the French.
important that we all the materials, all the marketing materials, all the videos, everything is in both languages.
Exactly.
Now, to elaborate on that question a little bit, the job postings here, if you don't post the job with both languages in your job posting, it's only going to appear in English. So if you are in a bilingual market, whatever you post here for the job and the job description, if you want it in both, it has to be in both. So you'd have to put a French title as well, so it gets searched. You'd have to put French description in the description and all those things as well. So keep that in mind if you're going to be doing that.
So I'm getting a lot of questions on the cost of Indeed after after
the
the
promotional
free
period.
period. And I think we're probably going to have to get back to people on that because the answer is not as simple
Yeah,
as...
I can. It's a technical explanation. The Indeed boosting is an algorithm that Indeed uses, so it's all based on the popularity of the job title that you're posting. So, that particular day that you're boosting that job could cost more to boost that job to Indeed than another day where that job title is not as popular. So, it all depends. There's no set amount on that. Once that free period is up, we'll reevaluate and who knows where we go with that or how it gets applied. I'm not exactly sure, but that's how it works. So
It's not a straightforward answer, but we
yeah.
will work to create a situation that is helpful. And the idea is we wanted to provide that additional boosting while Auto Career Start was in its infancy and there was less traffic. So this kind of adds to the traffic. Once we get to more of a critical mass of visitors, then it's not as needed. But I think if people need it then or would like to have that option, it's certainly something that we can look into.
definitely.
And it's same thing for our social media accounts. Like we just started these social media accounts, so we're growing the followers. But obviously we'll have more followers in a few weeks, in a few months, in a few years, so it'll be even more important to promote it through those channels. Now, I got an excellent question, and it is, what is the website address?
So
So thank you, David.
It's a very good question.
AutoCareerStart.com.
Yeah, this is the French one, so let me go back
Yes.
to the English one here
So
for
there's
the English webinar. So yeah, AutoCareerStart.com. It's here at the top of the page. Now, this is for where the job seekers are going to go. You, as a dealer, might be a little more interested in going directly to carsandjobs.com, highlighted here, just to get to the jobs, because you're not really going to be looking for information on education or all the other career fairs stuff that's listed on Auto Career Start. So this is probably the link that you want to keep in mind.
So it's important to
And bookmark.
understand, yeah, exactly, bookmark it. It's important to understand that there's really two platforms. There's Auto Career Start and there's Cars and Jobs. Now, for the end user, we have linked them. So they don't really need to know that they're two separate platforms, but for you as the one who's posting jobs, it's important to know that it's carsandjobs.com is where you're going to post jobs, and people will access these through Auto Career Start.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, I think, let me just see. So we will go through the questions that we don't have, because I know time is getting tight here. We will go through the ones that we have not answered, or the ones that are a little bit more technical and require a longer answer, and we'll make sure that you get those answers. Also, feel free to contact Astrid and Conrad. And we really hope that you can try this out. It's important to try it out before June 1st, just to play around with it.
Yes, definitely.
And then hopefully we can count on your engagement during that week, and count on you to use those social media shareables, use those postcards during that week to promote it as you see fit, and to brand it with your logo of your dealership if you want to make it even more local. So thank you for your engagement, and also I want to thank CCAQ for allowing us to, and their great team here, for allowing us to use their webinar studios here in Quebec City. Merci.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.